Hi everyone, it's Tinika from Northern Persona, and I just wanted to take a couple minutes to show you guys some of our products that you're probably seeing on our price list and wondering what is that exactly. So I'm just going to run through what your options are and show you some of the features of them so that you can know exactly what you're going to get. Obviously, first off, you always have the option of purchasing the high resolution files. Without purchasing the files, you don't have any rights to reproduce the images, post them on Facebook, nothing like that at all. The reproduction rights completely belong to me alone. But if you purchase the images, then you can go and for your own personal use, you can post and you can reproduce the images all you want. The high-res files are a maximum printing quality, so you can get beautiful results wherever you choose to print. Now, obviously, it's completely out of our control how that photo lab produces the images, and we've definitely found that the best quality that matches what we have made these files look like is going to be through our professional lab. So of course, we highly recommend that you print through us if you want to get the best quality possible. But if you're wanting to make a ton of copies to send in your Christmas cards or to scrapbook or something, then of course it's an option to do that at a lower budget photo lab. Just please be aware that however they print is completely out of our control. So you'll notice that there's an option for print only on the price list, and that means literally you're just going to get the image printed on photographic paper. My lab prints on the highest quality. It lasts for 100 years or more, and the colors are completely true to what we wanted to reproduce. So that's one of the reasons that we highly recommend printing through our lab. If you get the print only, of course, that means you have to frame it yourself, and so that's not hard to do, but one of the disadvantages with the print is that, of course, there's going to be glass, and with glass comes a little bit of glare. So prints are cheaper, but they do come with that disadvantage of having to have them behind glass once you frame them. This is an 8x10. Sometimes people are trying to visualize the different sizes that are available on the price list. This is an 8x10, and these are all like desktop size. These aren't going to look good on a big wall in your house to have this tiny little print. So these are usually ones that sit on a shelf or on a mantle or something like that. This is an 8x10. This is a 5x7, and this is a 4x6 in a nice big chunky frame. Framing can be a lot of fun. The other option with smaller sizes like this is putting them together into a wall collage. So if you want to do a wall collage, you might order multiple smaller sizes instead of one big one. So if you're going to be putting up your photographs on the wall, then you usually want to go with a larger size to fill your wall space. So then you might want to go with something like this, like a 16x24. In this case, we've matted and custom framed the picture, but you have options to purchase frames at your favorite local retailer, or you can head up to Prince George and check out all the options at Michael's. They have a lot more of the larger size frames there. One of the things that people often ask me is, how do you know what size is the best size for your wall? And it just takes a few minutes to figure that out. What you want to do is get out a measuring tape and go to your wall space, your empty wall space, which mine is not because I have a million pictures all over my entire house, but this will give you an idea of like whether your picture is going to be way too small for the space or whether it's going to look good. So for example, if you're thinking like, oh, maybe I want to put my 8x10 on the wall, you can get out your measuring tape to 10 inches and you can hold it up. And in an empty space, you can see that that would be very, very small on the wall. So then you can just go through the different sizes on the price list until you find one that looks appropriate. So we could go up to the next one at 11x14, 16x20. All the way up to, say, to me on this wall, a 20x30 would be about a perfect size space. So if you take a few minutes to do that, then it'll help you not to be disappointed later when you get home and you put up your little photo and it just looks like it's floating in an empty sea of wall. So the next thing on the price list that you will notice is the plaque mounts, and we have this lovely, beautiful image taken by Donna Baker as our sample photo today. And what a plaque mount is it is mounted on MDF board, and it has a nice finished edge to it, so it is completely ready to hang on the wall. That's the advantage to all the next products I'm going to show you over ordering a print only, is that these ones come ready to hang, so you don't have to do all that extra work to go and pick out a frame. And you know what happens in my house when I do that? The photos never actually end up getting on the wall. So almost all my pictures around my house are mounts that are ready to go, so we just have to put the screw in the wall and hang them. So you can see that there's a nice beveled edge here, and it's about 3/8 of an inch thick, mounted on MDF wood. So it does have a little bit of weight to it, so you need to have a decent screw to hold it up. To hang it, you literally just put your screw into the wall until it's quite tight, and then you would put it through this and literally just slide the picture across until it's where you want it to be. The nice thing about these kind of pictures is that no moisture or anything is going to get in and damage them. They're completely laminated. You can wash them, wipe them, whatever you need to do to keep them clean. So this is my first choice for like a bathroom space where I don't want to put a print behind glass because moisture gets in there and ends up ruining the picture. And I want to be able to quickly and easily wipe it down when I'm cleaning. Go for a plaque mount. We love the gallery blocks because they are super versatile. So they can easily hang on the wall. They come with this little piece of wood that screws into the wall and it attaches into the back of the gallery block. So they easily come off or on. To intermix them, move them around if you want to, or just for cleaning or whatever. The other nice thing is they're so thick and chunky and modern looking that you can easily sit them on a shelf if you would rather have them set on a mantle or whatever instead of on the wall. So we love this product for how cool it looks and how easy it is to hang. And they're also mounted on MDF, so they're a good, sturdy, heavy product. Not gonna have any problems with bending or warping or anything as you move it from place to place. And if you don't want it on the shelf anymore, voila, and it's hung back on the wall. So if you want to go with something other than the black edge and you want to choose a picture or a color from the picture itself, then we can totally do that, and that makes a fun little edge. I will always default to black unless you specify otherwise when you order the picture. So if you want a colored edge, please let me know. These are super gorgeous, super handy and fun, and they come in various sizes so you can have a whole collection of them together on a mantle or a shelf, and that's the gallery block. And again, these are laminated and protected so that they can be wiped down if they get dusty or something spills on them, and the photos are completely protected. So another option, if you want to have just something that's ready to hang on your wall, doesn't need any thought put in at all except for to just hang it up, is our gorgeous canvas products. This is a picture from my trip to Venice, and this hangs in my bedroom. The nice thing about the canvases is that the colors come out absolutely stunning. And of course we have a nice thick edge here. So again, these will default to a black edge unless you specify otherwise. They come with the wire attachment ready to hang and the bumpers on the edge so that they can just be hung on the wall, and the bumpers prevent them from tilting and turning too much, helps them to have a little bit of grip. Now if you don't want the black edge, then there are a couple of options. One of them is that, again, we can customize the color to whatever you want. So this is a picture from my trip to Scotland recently, and look how gorgeous the colors come out. That's what I love about these canvases, is the colors are just amazing. I wanted to go with a nice gray and pull it from the building here, so I was able to do a totally custom edge in whatever color I wanted. So if you want something like that, then let me know at the time that you're ordering. A lot of people like the idea with canvases of the picture wrapping right around the edge. That is a really cool option, but you have to choose a picture that has a ton of extra space all the way around the edges, or we end up cropping the people off in order to do that, because as you can see, we need a lot of picture to reach all the way around. This is another picture from Scotland, and in this case I had a lot of extra sky and just the bottoms of the buildings that didn't matter, so I was able to do the photo wrapped completely around. If you want that look, please again just choose a photo that has a lot of extra scenery, and also let me know that when you order it. So the last product I'm going to show you today is called a storyboard, and that is a collage of images, and that just came about because my clients were starting to ask to have multiple images all on one mount. It's a nice way to tell a story within one finished product, and that's where the name Storyboard came from. So this is what they look like. We have multiple designs to choose from. They're printed on the plaque mount that I already showed you. So that's the actual product that they'll be featured on. But then they come with multiple images and the option to have quotes and text on them. So most of the storyboards, well, all of the storyboards other than this one that I have created, are hanging on the homes of my lovely clients. So I don't actually have any printed versions for you, but I printed off a couple designs just to show you what the options are just on paper. Just so you can see some of the different ways that we put the photos together with the collages. Here's another one. So they can be color, black and white, a mix of both. I work with you to design it. You choose the template of the one that you like first, and then you narrow down your images and we put them in, and we can play around with the colors, the wording, the placement of the images, anything you want until we get it just right, and then we print it for you. So those are some of our options for products through Northern Persona. I hope that gives you a better idea of what you can expect when you see those things on the price list. Again, we stand by our products and we know that they're made of lasting quality, and if you order through us and have any problems with your product down the road, we replace it 100% free of charge. So that's a guarantee that you have from us, and another reason it's worth it to get your printing done through us. Thanks so much, and I look forward to putting all of your orders through. Bye guys!